Okay, let's get right into it. We're talking about one of the biggest challenges facing South Africa's economic engine, the water crisis in Gauteng. So, what is really going on here? Well, it all kicks off with one pretty shocking number.
I mean, it's the question on everyone's mind, right? You've got this massive, bustling economic hub, and yet taps are running dry. How does that even happen? It's way more complicated than just looking up at the sky and hoping for rain.
And there it is, 40%. Just let that sink in for a second. That's the amount of fully treated, clean water that gets lost before it even has a chance to reach a tap. It's not just leaking out, it's disappearing into the ground. We're not just losing water, we're pouring an expensive, precious resource straight down the drain. So, to really wrap our heads around this, you have to understand that we're dealing with two separate problems at the same time. This isn't just one issue, it's a perfect storm of two major challenges crashing into each other. On one hand, you've got natural scarcity. Let's face it, South Africa is a dry country. We don't have a ton of water to begin with. But the real kicker, that's the man-made problem: infrastructure failure. Our pipes, the very veins of our cities, are old, they're breaking down, and they're literally bleeding clean water into the earth. This quote just hits it home, doesn't it? I mean, think about that. We could have dams overflowing, a season of endless rain, and we would still be in a crisis. Why? Because almost half of that water would never make it to us. The pipes themselves are the problem. So, if the whole system is broken, whose job is it to fix this mess? Well, the responsibility is basically split between two major players, and each one has a very different, very specific role. The easiest way to think about it is like this. Rand Water is the high-level strategist. They're managing the big picture, the bulk water supply for the whole region. They're watching consumption across all the big cities. Then you have Johannesburg Water. They're the engineers on the ground, in your neighborhood. They manage the local pipes, and they're the people you call when there's a burst water main on your street. All right, so let's start with the strategist, Rand Water. Their entire focus is on that big picture, making sure the whole provincial supply chain is solid and can handle the pressure for years to come. And they've got a game plan. Coming up in August 2025 is the huge System 5 project, a massive upgrade meant to beef up the entire system. But it's not just about big projects. Every single week, they're running diagnostics, kind of like a health check, on water usage to spot any weird trends. This data powers an early warning system that can flag a sudden spike in consumption, a telltale sign of a massive hidden leak somewhere. Okay, so now let's zoom in from the big picture right down to the street level with Johannesburg Water. Their battle is on the front lines, and they're laser-focused on tackling that unbelievable 40% loss, one leaky pipe at a time. And they're coming at it with a two-pronged attack. First, you've got active leak detection. Think of this as the system's emergency medics. They rush out, find the leaks, and patch them up for an immediate fix. But you can't just keep putting on Band-Aids, right? So on the other side, you have the pipe replacement program. This is the long-term cure. They're proactively ripping out old, corroded pipes and putting in brand new ones to stop future breaks before they can even happen. We've talked about the pipes and the plans, but this whole thing is so much bigger than just infrastructure. This crisis hits our economy, and it affects the daily lives of every single person living in the region. And let's be crystal clear about this. A shaky water supply means a shaky economy. It's a national economic priority. It's actually why Rand Water is holding a special forum on this in February 2026. When you don't have reliable water, businesses can't run, factories shut down, and that impacts everybody's wallet. But what about people who are really struggling? The city of Johannesburg has a safety net for that called the Expanded Social Package, or ESP. Basically, by using prepaid water meters, the city can see which households are vulnerable and provide them with relief to make sure they're not cut off. It's a policy designed to make sure nobody gets left behind. So, let's pull it all together. The big picture supply is being reinforced with major new projects. On the ground, leaks are being found and fixed. Those old, tired pipes are being replaced for good. And there are programs to protect the most vulnerable among us. The system, slowly but surely, is being mended. And that leaves us with one final, really important question. What's our role in all of this?